Good evening, YouTube. Today, we're going to change out a wheel bearing on a Ferrari F430. Alright, so the wheel bearing finally came in. Here it is in all of its glory. Right off the bat, someone's going to ask, how much was it? I found it for 450 bucks in the UK. However, the place that I bought it from ended up taking so long to get the damn part that I had to pay next day shipping to get this thing here before the weekend. So I ended up paying $125 for shipping. I'll put links to where I bought it from and where you could have bought it from in the description below. You also need to get a new wheel nut because apparently these are kind of like disposable. They're one-time use things. You're going to need a 36 millimeter socket. And I have an impact socket because we're going to play with some air tools today. So I've got my brand new high torque impact gun, and we're going to see if that has enough power to take off the old nut. This will be coming soon. So yes, my header's arrived. I have my header tape, or my header wrap. So we'll be wrapping this titanium header wrap. So that will come up in a new video soon. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is unstack the wheel hub. So if you notice this little divot, those two little dents there, we got to take those and push them out so that the hub can actually spin. Alright, so as you can see, I was having a hard time trying to unstack the nut, but I put on the impact wrench and I was able to kind of plow through it. So I'm going to see if I can just blast through the damn thing. There we go. Yeah. See? So this is why you have to buy a new one. You can see it's pretty fucked up. Alright, now we gotta disconnect this top bolt from the suspension component. Alright, now we gotta disconnect the tie rod end. There it goes. There. Alright, so we had to disconnect the ABS sensor right there. There's a clip right in there that I'm going to disconnect. Alright, so you can see there's the, I have to disconnect that cable because that goes right into the hub. So there is a huge 14 millimeter bolt down here that holds the hub on, and I need to remove that, so let's do that. Probably would have been smarter to do that one before I undid the tie rod, because now it's wiggling all over the place. Alright, now I gotta pull off the brake caliper. So I've got a bucket that I'm gonna be able to pull the caliper off and then set it down on the bucket so that way we don't accidentally stretch any brake lines or damage them. So I have aftermarket brake pads. Or aftermarket brakes. I don't know if it's the same for all of them, but mine have a 10 millimeter hex head, so I gotta pull those off. Woo. There we go. Good Lord. God damn. There. That was a pain in the ass. Alright, so now we gotta pull off the actual disc, the rotor. So I gotta remove the parking brake. So it looks like it's held on by an 8 millimeter, so it shouldn't be too bad. Kind of difficult to see, but it's this bolt right here. Yeah, That looks like a good jiggle it, kind of. There we go. Jeez. The splines of the drive shaft are stuck on the bearing, and so I had to go run to the parts store and pick up a bearing puller because I didn't actually have one. Hey! Yeah. So, you can see there's a lot of stuff coming out of this bearing. It definitely is pretty hosed. I wonder if it even... Oh yeah, listen to this. Hear that? Yeah, that's... yep, that's definitely what was going on. Alright, we gotta separate the wheel hub from the wheel bearing, so let's do that. Alright, well, as you can see, yeah, this thing is in bad shape. I can feel it kind of chunking around, so yeah, that sucker is toast. Alright, listen to this thing. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, so let's put this guy in. Alright, it says to tighten these bolts down to 65 Newton meters, which according to my calculations is basically 50 foot-pounds, so there we go. All set, nice and pretty. Alright, so let's get the hub back on the splines. There we go. Let's reattach the ABS sensor so we can get that out of the way and not risk clipping it by accident. So, all right, we'll put the new wheel hub. I'm not going to tighten it, I'm just going to get it on there so it's there, so it's out of the way. Alright, so we got to get the disc brake on, so that's going to be a little tricky because I had to finagle this on there. Oh, you fuck. Alright, well, my little guide stud seems to have snapped right in there. So I think the torque rating was either wrong or this bolt was just so old and shitty that, yeah. So I'm going to have to order a new one of these, but I think we're okay because the wheel bolts should hold the disc in place. So the tricky part's going to be aligning the wheel, getting it back on this. This stud really helps you align your wheel correctly. So yeah, and I'm going to have to get a little screw puller kit and pull that thing out eventually. So yes, working on cars is always fun. So alright, well anyway, let's get this disc, or let's get the parking brake on there nice and tight. Now let's get the front disc brake on here. So we torque these down to 85 Newton meters, so about 65 foot-pounds. Got to tighten the upper and lower and tie rod bolts. And these two on the top go to 65. The one on the bottom goes to 85 Newton meters. So I'm going to tighten the bottom one first since I already got it set to 85. we're torquing these down to 50 foot-pounds. There we go. Alright, so it's time to do the center hub nut. So this sucker is, you got to get up to 275 Newton meters, which is a little over 200 foot-pounds. So I actually did not have a torque wrench that went that high, so I had to buy this huge thing. So let's get this set to 200 foot-pounds. Alright, that's fun. Okay, so the last thing we gotta do is punch the nuts into the those two little channels, so that way the nut won't run. Okay. So you can see you punch the nut so that it's divoted, and therefore it's basically, there's no way that damn thing's going to spin. So, alright, I think that's actually the last step, so it's time to put the wheel on, get it back on the ground, and let's go for a ride. So let's torque down these guys. Does anyone else find it super satisfying when you hit that click? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Alright, it's back together. Yeah, here, let's take a look. Come over here. There we go. So everything's back together. So I need to take a shower. I'm kind of filthy. Look at my face and everything. So I'm gonna take a shower and then let's go for a ride. Hell yes, we need to go for a ride. Shit. Perfectly smooth and quiet. Yes. We are set. Alright, so as you may have heard, it sounded perfectly quiet. The bearing is all set. It's funny because it was the bearing was so bad I could actually feel it in the steering wheel, and now it's just perfectly smooth. It feels like it's riding on rails. It took about 2.5 to 3 hours. That wasn't too bad. So I did have to get a few things. I had to get a bearing puller, had to get a punch set, and then pretty much it was mostly tools I had laying around. I guess also this big, huge socket. I didn't really have that. And I had to get a new torque wrench that was capable of going up to that high of a torque. So, but yeah, as you can see, it was really not that bad. I need to order that new little stud for the wheel. That's annoying. But we'll get that, and I'll of course show you how to get that pulled out of the damn hub or out of the rotor and all that shit. So that's gonna be a pain in the ass. All right, well, I won't bore you with another car washing video, so I'm gonna wash the car and Thanks again, as always, for watching. You guys are great. I love all the comments. If you have any ideas for anything you want to see or have any questions you want me to answer, feel free to shoot them my way, and I'll keep doing my best to answer everything I can. But in the meantime, if you have not done so already, you should click that button and subscribe, and you should watch that video. It's a really good video, I swear, and you'll definitely be happy you subscribed because, yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't have a good reason. You'll like it. Yeah, well, actually, I'll be doing another video tomorrow, so we'll see you tomorrow.